Hayato Kisaragi is a student going to the little garden to go to school, where he is training to become a slayer, human beings who can defeat monsters known as savages, which are endangering the lives of other fellow human beings. Little does he know, his greatest enemy might just be his own social skills. As he exits from the plane, two girls from the school rush to meet him, but he hides from them out of embarrassment. However, he later attracts attention at the school campus due to his high scores. There, he meets fellow first-year students Fritz Granz, Latia St. Emilion, and Emile Crossfode. As Hayato begins to feel welcomed at the school, the two girls become late to the entrance ceremony as they were looking for him, and they are expelled then, and thereby the student council president and the captain of Little Garden, Claire Harvey. Emile, our unexpected hero, barely rebuffs Claire, stirring up the anger of the student council vice presidents Liddy Steinberg and Erica Candle. It's like high school drama, but with a side of monster slaying and a dash of supernatural powers. You can almost imagine Liddy and Erica exchanging looks, thinking, who does this guy think he is, messing with our perfectly organized expulsion plans? However, Claire turns her attention to Hayato. Our socially awkward protagonist musters the courage to speak up, proving that he's not just good at hiding, he's also a defender of justice, or maybe just someone who doesn't want the new students to be expelled on their first day. Claire, sensing the opportunity for a dramatic showdown, challenges Hayato to a one-on-one duel. It's not your typical schoolyard brawl. It's a duel to determine the students' fates. Imagine if all school disagreements were resolved this way. Math quizzes replaced by sword fights. After the entrance ceremony, Emile takes Hayato under her wing, leading him to meet her friend, Charlotte Demandias, the technician of Little Garden. Charlotte probably has a degree in monster gadgets and a PhD in fixing awkward situations. Maybe she can invent a device that translates social cues for Hayato. At her lab, she reveals herself to be the chief researcher on hundreds, special gems that can grant powers to humans, turning them into slayers. She bestows upon Hayato her very own 100, a gem that reacts to him like it's been waiting its entire existence for this awkward moment. Emile, the diligent trainer and potential savior from expulsion, wastes no time and takes Hayato straight to the training grounds. It's like a crash course in monster slaying 101, with Emile as the professor and Hayato as the unwitting student. But wait, the drama doesn't stop there. Hayato, in his quest for a peaceful dormitory life, stumbles upon Emile wearing nothing but a towel. It's like a scene straight out of a romantic comedy.
Yeah, boy, help me.
Except with a side of Hayato-induced chaos. Before he can process the situation, he's knocked out by him? Plot twist. It turns out Hayato and Emile are roommates. The universe has a funny way of forcing people into awkward living arrangements. As Hayato wakes up from his towel-induced slumber, he realizes that dormitory life just got a whole lot more complicated. The duel begins early the next morning, and all the students are gathered at the auditorium for what promises to be the most awkward duel in the history of monster-slaying schools. Liddy, the rule explainer, goes full narrator mode, detailing the 15-minute duel with all seriousness of a play-by-play commentator. It's like the Olympics, but with fewer medals and more potential for accidental embarrassments. And then it happens. Hayato, in a move that can only be described as a spectacular blend of clumsiness and bad luck, accidentally trips and falls right into Claire, managing to grab a hold of something he definitely wasn't aiming for.
Oh my God!
It's like the universe conspired to turn the duel into a romantic comedy, complete with the dramatic slow-motion effects and gasps from the audience. Claire, now rightfully angry and potentially emitting steam from her ears, fires shots at Hayato. Our hero is left dodging both physical and metaphorical bullets, desperately trying to explain that it was all just a spectacular accident. Hayato puts up an energy barrier on Emile's command and deals a heavy shot at Claire. However, this has no effect on her as she puts up her own shield with her numerous cannons and deals the final blow. This causes Hayato to lose a lot of his energy, and as he slowly arises, Claire prepares to use a buster cannon against him, shocking everyone, and even the student council vice presidents. As she shoots, Hayato feels that his body has turned hot and manages to deflect Claire's blow, pushing her back with different movements. And in a dramatic turn of events, our hero unleashes the full body armament of his 100 powers. It's a dazzling display of energy, sparks, and a touch of unintentional pyrotechnics. Hayato has become a one-man fireworks show, leaving everyone in awe. In the end, he is still defeated by Claire using her full body armament, even though she said she would not use it at the start of the match, as he is unable to control his powers and collapses. The match is thus declared a tie, as Claire won officially, but lost to herself. Claire then cancels the expulsion of the girls. After Hayato recovers, Emil takes him to Central, the business district of Little Garden, where Karen, her sister, comes to meet them and check on Hayato after the duel. Karen, ever the vigilant sister, suspects something fishy about Emil, but decides to leave it at that, giving him a cryptic warning. It's like she's the Sherlock Holmes of sibling intuition, picking up on the subtle signs of secret identities and potential plot twists. Then they have lunch, but are interrupted by Claire, Liddy, Erica, and Chris Steinbelt, Claire's assistant. Claire then recruits Hayato into the Selections, the special unit under the student council, much to Emil's objection. Emil, not one to back down, decides to join Hayato, and in a moment of sheer anime magic, transforms on the spot, ready to prove himself. It's like he's auditioning for the role of the Little Garden's next top superhero. But just when the duel between Emil and Liddy is about to reach its climax, a savage alert on Zwei Island interrupts the show. It's like the universe is saying, save the drama for later, we've got monsters to deal with. Claire, Liddy, and Erica then take Hayato and Emil to a special private room, where dozens of people are hard at work, probably typing furiously on holographic keyboards and staring at giant screens displaying complex data that only anime scientists can decipher. It's like a high-stakes game of monster-slaying chess, and Hayato and Emil are the unexpected pawns in this epic battle. The situation on Zwei Island is dire, with 3 savages causing havoc. Claire, contemplating whether to deploy our heroes, is hesitant. After all, Hayato and Emil are fresh recruits, probably still getting used to the idea that duels and towel incidents are just the warm-up. However, Charlotte says that Liza, the main machine and power source of the Little Garden, agrees that Hayato and Emil should join them. At this, Claire reconsiders and finally gives her approval. They then prepare to deal with the savages. Claire, Liddy, and Erica finish off the first savage first. Hayato and Emil then take on the next one and manage to defeat it by working together. However, the third savage, the Trenton class one, and also the strongest one, proves to be more of a challenge, injuring Liddy and Erica badly. Hayato and Emil want to help, but Claire goes in alone to beat it. She fires a strong blow at it, but it counters with its own. Claire prepares for another, but a beep from her wristband warns her that she does not have enough energy. As the savage unleashes another potentially fatal attack, Hayato swoops in for the save. With his unexpected heroics, he manages to deflect the third blow, creating a brief moment of respite from Claire. It's like the universe decided to give Hayato a break from accidental groping and instead let him be the unintentional savior. Emil then lunges in to break its core, but her clothes are ripped off by its heavy claw, revealing a thin scar and large breasts. The sight of the scar then triggers a distant memory in Hayato, and he remembers a girl with long white hair like Emil's, wearing a dress and bleeding profusely from a wound in her chest, a wound that was leaking with a yellowish-green poison, the poison of a savage. And then there was him, crying and trying to suck out the poison. With a start, he realizes that Emil wasn't a boy, or called Emil for that matter. With a cry, he rushes in to save his childhood friend, Emilia Hermit. Hayato releases his variant powers in the process and defeats the savage, and collapses but is lifted by Emilia. She is then comforted by Claire, who is shocked at finding out that Emilia was originally just posing as a boy but was a girl. In the end, she reluctantly agrees to keep Emilia's true identity a secret, but requests that Hayato and Emilia change rooms. However, her warning falls on deaf ears, as she stumbles into the room to find her and Hayato kissing. As Hayato gets up with a start, he trips over Emilia's foot and stumbles towards Claire, kissing her in the process. This angers Emilia, and a kissing match begins. The popular singer Sakura Kirishima is looking for a bodyguard, and Claire recommends Hayato, as there are more than savages still lurking on Zwei Islands, where Sakura is having her numerous concerts. Hayato has to go to her concert to take care of her. Liddy then brings him to the airport to meet her. Before that, Karen has requested that he bring her Sakura's autograph, and Hayato is determined not to let her down. Sakura Kirishima, the renowned singer, turns out to be quite different from what Hayato expected. Instead of the typical distant celebrity, she falls head over heels in love with our unintentional hero. It's like a plot twist from a romantic comedy, where the hero gets more attention than he bargained for. As Sakura starts chattering about wedding plans, poor Hayato, awkward as ever, can do nothing but listen. It's like being caught in a whirlwind of confessions and wedding bells, and all he wanted was an autograph for Karen. Later, when Sakura heads to the bath and requests Hayato bring her PDA to record a tune, he's hit with a wave of nostalgia. The scene probably triggers memories of Karen, singing in the bath and leaving clothes strewn everywhere. It's like a heartwarming moment amid the chaos of pop star duties. After the bath, Sakura handles all her autograph duties, her fan meetings, and numerous other events, impressing Hayato. Later on, she also shows him her 100, in which she takes the form of something like a fairy. After a long day, Hayato receives a phone call from Claire, telling him to come to her summer house tomorrow morning. He then later goes to the public bath to bathe, where he invites Emilia out for a trip to Zwei Islands. However, in true Hayato fashion, the invitation doesn't go as smoothly as planned. A moment of clumsiness turns into a classic anime mishap, and poor Emilia finds herself at the receiving end of an accidental grope, and she leaves angrily. Meanwhile, 3 people with glowing yellow eyes are seen to be hanging around the Zwei Islands, planning something after Sakura's concert. In her messy hotel room, Sakura takes a moment to reflect on her past with her mother, reminiscing about words of wisdom that resonate like a melody in her heart. Music has the power to make people feel happy. It's like a poignant interlude in the midst of a bustling pop star life, where even the brightest stars have moments of introspection. Meanwhile, Hayato dutifully follows Claire's summons to her summer house. Little does he know that he's in for a surprise that involves Claire, Liddy, and Erika all donning swimsuits. Cue the blustering protagonist, because what's an anime summer scene without a good old-fashioned blush fest? As if that weren't enough, the situation takes an even more embarrassing turn when Claire stands up and, lo and behold, Erika has taken off her bra to assist the sunscreen application. It's like the universe decided to combine awkwardness and fan service in one fell swoop, leaving poor Hayato in a state of perpetual blush. But wait, the embarrassment doesn't stop there. Liddy, always the defender of justice, leaps from the pool towards Hayato, aiming for who knows what. However, in a classic anime slip and fall moment, she ends up colliding with him instead. It's like a comedic ballet of poolside chaos, complete with splashes and a lot of unintentional physical contact. This squabble all ends when Chris comes to bring Claire a cool drink and is appalled by the scene. After all the commotion, Claire finally gets to the matter at hand and explains to Hayato that a variable stone that Sakura was going to use in her concert was stolen amid the chaos that erupted when the 3 savages appeared on Zwei Islands, telling him to be even more cautious in guarding Sakura. She also proposes a swimming contest, but Hayato denies it. After Claire's meeting, he goes to Central to meet Emilia for her date, but it is interrupted by a phone call from Claire, telling him that Sakura has disappeared from her hotel room. However, when Emilia went to buy drinks, he stumbles upon Sakura, who takes him to a special place. Forced to do work, Hayato texts Emilia about the situation. It turns out Sakura brought him to the Grand Canyon, a special place in her heart that Hayato protected, and she wanted to thank him. Later, she finds out that when she lost her mother and began singing, the sibling pair she met and praised her singing was Karen and Hayato, changing her life. Moved to tears, Sakura repeatedly thanks Hayato, expressing her gratitude for the profound impact he had on her life. The heartfelt moment takes a darker turn as she reveals the haunting details of her past. Sakura came down with a mysterious illness and was sold by her father to Warslarn Research Facility, where the ominous Vitaly Tyrannivov injected the children, including Sakura, with a vaccine made from savage fluids. The vaccine, though successful in curing Sakura, became a relentless experiment with no regard for the severe side effects. Amidst the cruelty of the facility, Sakura found solace in singing, using her voice to calm the other affected children. It's like a tragic symphony playing in the background, revealing the depths of Sakura's struggles. One by one, all of them died, leaving Sakura, who was rescued by Soufflé and Charlotte. However, even though she has 100, Sakura is unable to fight savages. As evening approaches, Sakura and Hayato get on a bus and go back to Central. On the way, the bus is struck down by a Trenton-class savage. As it raises its deadly claws, Sakura and Hayato are right on the way. In a flash, Hayato transforms, the power of his 100 surging through him. It's like the calm before the storm, as the battlefield shifts from emotional revelations to intense combat. Meanwhile, Claire, Liddy, and Erika, ever the strategic minds of Little Garden, pinpoint Hayato's location and deduce that reinforcements are needed. It's like watching a high-stakes chess match, with the fate of our heroes hanging in the balance. Sakura, not content to be a bystander, decides to join the fray. She steps up to help Hayato, defending him against the Savage's attacks. It's like the unexpected team of Popstar and Slayer, a duo that no one saw coming but is proving to be surprisingly effective. In a strategic move, Sakura tells Hayato to attack while she holds off the Savage. It's a coordinated effort, with each member of the team playing a crucial role. It's like a well-choreographed dance, where every move has a purpose and timing is everything. Hayato, fueled by determination and the support of his newfound allies, takes advantage of Sakura's defense and launches a powerful attack. The Savage, caught off guard by the unexpected teamwork, falls easily before the combined might of Slayer and Popstar. Just when the victory seemed within reach, the anime gods throw another curveball into the mix. A second Trenton-class Savage makes its dramatic entrance, escalating the tension and disrupting the momentary peace. Sakura, in a valiant attempt to shield herself and Hayato from the Savage's deadly blast, gets knocked out momentarily. The battlefield becomes a chaotic dance of danger and desperation. Just when it seems like all hope is lost, reinforcements arrive. Fritz, Latia, and Amelia, the cavalry of Little Garden, step onto the scene. It's like the arrival of the anime Avengers, ready to take on the formidable threat. As the team works together to defeat the Savage, a twist of fate intervenes. The seemingly defeated monster regenerates its pincer, adding a layer of complexity to the battle. It's like a video game boss that just won't stay down, no matter how many times you defeat it. Undeterred, our heroes join forces once more, combining their strengths to bring down the resilient Savage. Hayato, with his newfound allies, fights alongside them, each move a testament to their unity and determination. However, just as victory appears imminent, a young boy appears in front of him and deals a severe blow to Hayato, knocking him out. Another two girls appear, and one duplicates Hayato's weapon, and they easily defeat the Savage. One of the girls manages to hack into the Savage's head and takes out two Savage cores. The trio then mentions bringing back the cores to Vitaly. Back at school, Charlotte explains that Savage cores are almost like the variable stones, as they both make hundreds. That night is Sakura's concert, and everyone goes to watch her sing. As she leaves, she kindly gives Karen her autograph and kisses Hayato, shocking everyone while promising to see him soon. Afterward, she indeed comes to see Hayato that morning when he wakes up. Claire barges in to find Sakura there, and so does Amelia. There, a fighting match begins, and all of them refuse to leave.